One of the most insane storylines that has come out of the Cowboys season so far hasn't been their prolific defense nor their high-flying offense, but has been one of the most miraculous free agency pickups at kicker. Now, a good kicker is genuinely hard to find, and the Cowboys kicker was no different. After a late season meltdown by the formerly solid Brett Maher, Cowboys were reeling through training camp, churning through kicker after kicker, looking for their guy. And one guy that had come up in the ranks was Brandon Aubrey. Now, when it comes to kickers, there's taking a long shot on guys, maybe somebody who had shown glimpses of greatness but hadn't been able to land on a roster. But then there's doing the equivalent of a 360 cross the map no scope for a player. And Brandon was that guy, so let me give you some background on why. Brandon Aubrey is a Notre Dame four-year letterman. And yes, he kicked balls, but he didn't earn his letter in football because he was actually an All-American soccer player. And after a short stint with club soccer after his collegiate career, in 2019, he saw a missed chip shot field goal in the NFL and said, you know what? These guys, I can do better than that. So we started training, and by 2022, he found himself playing for the Birmingham Stallions of the USFL, and let me just say, that's its own mini miracle to get on a professional field with 0 game film. So you know his leg is special. Oh, and he didn't just come to participate, he came to take over, leading the league in both field goal percentage and extra point percentage. But one season alone wasn't enough to get invited to the big show, so he had to make like the most grossly underpaid position in the NFL and run it back. And in 2023, he posted an even more insane 93% field goal percentage and made all of his extra points, meaning that in the entire year he only missed a single kick. This combination of seasons was enough to catch the eye of the Cowboys, who needed help, and through a rough training camp and preseason, they decided to roll with him. So for his 3rd season ever, game 1, he's on an NFL field watching an NFL solid kicker line up to take one of the first field goals of the season. And as Graham went to take this kick, it never makes it past the line of scrimmage. It gets blocked, picked up, and ran back for a touchdown, leading to Brandon's first NFL attempt. His first shot at the big leagues, and it's right outside the uprights. Now, this doesn't sound like the start of a very good story, but from that moment on, Brandon simply never missed. 2 field goals later against the Giants that he knocks through with ease, and then against the Jets, he knocks through 5 field goals, contributing to over half of the Cowboys' points that game. Then across the next 3 games, he's gonna provide his own group of 21 points, and in the games that followed that, he would contribute 28 more points for the rest of the season. So, with only 1 missed extra point on his very first kick ever, he is now 19 for 19 on actual field goals, which is the record for the most consecutive made field goals to start an NFL career in history. And doing it in his 3rd season of football ever has got to be one of the craziest stories for a kicker of all time, which is why the entire world of football is just absolutely blown away by this guy.
Yards. Wow. Can he kick it? Oh my goodness. Halfway up the net.
It's crazy.